All right, so now we've moved out of the United States and into different countries in the world. Let's get it. Let's go even bigger.
Go bigger than the world?
We're going bigger than the world.
Okay.
Now we're moving to different planets.
Okay. Now, before we even get into this, have you heard about this story where some company plans on opening a hotel in space?
Okay.
By 2025. 3 years.
So that
3 years.
That actually gives us a third option. Now, I mean,
it's a hotel in space.
So, if we're moving off the world, do we have to specifically live on a planet, or can we live on the ships within space?
Ooh.
Be part of like the transportation network.
Okay, well, hold on. Let's talk about the obvious first.
Okay.
Number one, Mars. Motherfucker, send me to Mars right now. Elon Musk, reach the fuck out. I will go to Mars tomorrow.
Well, I mean, I don't think a ship's leaving for Mars tomorrow. But
doesn't matter. If you want to send one, I'm on it.
I think you got at least another decade or two before we start.
Obviously, all you got to do is send me up there with some shit and some materials, some tools, and everything. I'll start building stuff. I will start building stuff.
See, here's
that way. Hey, guess what? If it doesn't work out, at least there's a tiny bit of infrastructure there.
I think there's going to be like a 5 or 10 year process where nobody's actually going to live on Mars, but we're going to start installing an infrastructure on Mars.
Yes. You know what? I volunteer to be the first motherfucker to go up there and do it.
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
But I don't know if they're going to actually land people on Mars to do it. I think they're going to just bring the ships to go around Mars, and then they're going to drop stuff off and then have it float down to the...
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, the problem with that, okay, let's say they, start sending people to build all that stuff and everything.
I don't think they're going to build it. I think it's going to be built here. I think they're going to ship it there, and they're going to drop it off. And then eventually, when the time comes, the people are going to land on Mars, and then they're going to put everything together.
They're going to assemble it.
Right.
Oh, okay.
That's what I think. That's what I think would happen. So you're just on the transportation to go drop stuff off, and then you're on your way back.
Yeah, that's boring. Just send me out there. I'll assemble it as you guys drop it off. Just keep dropping shit off. I'll keep assembling it.
Right.
That would be ideal. Guess what? No taxes on Mars.
No, there's definitely not. There's nowhere to buy anything either. There's no currency on Mars.
There is. It's called air.
It's called air and water.
Air and water. And as we learned from the Martian, apparently potatoes.
Potatoes?
Yeah. Don't you remember his whole thing was he grew potatoes?
What Martian? What are we talking about?
The Martian, the movie.
I don't know if I haven't seen it. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, I have seen that. But I thought... But there was actual real Martians. I thought you were talking about a real Martian. Not Matt Damon on Mars.
No, I'm talking about the movie.
Okay. We were having a miscommunication error.
On one end.
If I didn't understand what you're saying, then there's going to be somebody else that didn't know what you were saying either.
I guarantee you 95% of people out there, got the reference.
I think it's going to be 50-50.
Let us know down in the comments below whether or not you got that reference.
So, you're going to Mars. Is that where you want to go?
I'm going straight to Mars, but then you also brought up the whole ship thing. I mean, if you want to hold off and get into that later, we can.
What are we going to hold off on? I think it would be cool to be like on a starship, kind of like a Star Trek type thing, just to be
part of the
exploration and stuff like that.
I agree too. I could fix the ship,
right?
We could fix the ship,
right?
I mean, I could be Scotty, and you could be, whatever red shirt that fucking dies every week.
You don't even have a name tag. You don't have a chance.
name tag on Star Trek.
I know it's a reference from Austin Powers.
Like I said, I can be Scotty, and you can be like I said, whatever Red Shirt does.
I'll be Jordy and Scotty.
Are you gonna get yourself?
I'll be blind. I'll wear some cool visors. I prefer Geordie LaForge as the engineer than Scotty.
Really?
Yes.
I love the accent.
You like the accent?
Yeah, I like that Scottish accent he had. I thought
it was cool that the thing that separated him apart was that he could see things that other people couldn't just because of his. I mean, you can call it that. Say that he had a impediment on not being able to see, but he could see other things that you couldn't see because of his visor.
I wouldn't necessarily call it an impediment because he had the technology,
right,
and everything, and that boosted his skill level to an extent,
right?
If that makes sense. Scotty just knew shit. He invented shit.
Yeah,
he's a smart motherfucker. He was like, oh yeah, whoa, transwarp technology, bam, done. I got it up here.
Yeah, I guess.
How do we make a transporter work while we're at warp speed? Bam, up here.
Well, they did that too, but that was actually Data that did that in the Star Trek Enterprise, the Next Generation. Data was kind of like the genius.
It happened in the original movies, actually.
I
don't remember which one, but
right. I did not. I'll be honest. I probably watched them all, the original Star Trek movies.
Right, but I don't remember them at all. To remember. I mean, they're okay movies. Let's be honest. I mean, some of them were better than others.
But would you agree that Star Trek: The Next Generation is better than?
I want to say that it was Star Trek V, The Final Frontier. I think it might have been called. It was the fifth movie where they actually teleported or transported someone during warp.
During warp. Okay.
So it was before the Next Generation.
So we're agreeing that we're not actually going to live on a planet. We're both going to be living. We're both going to be engineers on a starship.
Well, no, I'm going to be head engineer, chief engineer.
Okay.
You're going to be my underling.
Whatever. I don't care.
Like I said, you're going to be the red shirt that dies first.
How do we know where I'm going to die?
No, it's just a joke. I mean, come on. I mean, you know the thing with the red shirt. The red shirt always dies.
Do you know why Geordie was the chief engineer? Because the chief engineer died before him.
Is that true?
Yes.
Who was the chief engineer before?
He's some no-name guy everybody forgot about.
Was he wearing a red shirt?
Probably. They all do.
You heard it first.
Actually, weren't they all gold? I thought. No, security was gold. Security was gold.
No. I mean, it was random. It was depending on your rank.
No.
Yeah. It depended on your rank.
No, it didn't.
Yes, it did.
Because red was command. No. Yes. We're going to have to get into this one.
No. Okay. Well, then why did Kirk wear a fucking gold shirt?
I don't know the answer.
He's command. Spock, blue.
Blue is science. Blue is science and doctors. Red was command. Yellow was security. And I do not...
Sulu drove the ship. Wore red.
Look, this is all I know is that those were the bases. The basis was command, engineering, security, and medical, and science. That was the reason for the colors.
Well, they obviously got way off that in Next Generation.
To an extent, I know at some point, what's the big guy? Worf. Worf changed from gold to red.
Actually, I think he went from red to gold. He started out red.
Well, I know he did that because of security. He changed to security because the blonde girl died. And then he became head of security.
It's been so long since I watched Next Generation. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. It has been a long time. That's why I can't completely flush it out in my mind, but I do know that the basis for the uniform colors was the actual like job description that you were in.
Okay.
All right. We are
way off base here.
Yeah.
Let us know whether either of us are correct down in the comments below, because I'm going to be honest, I don't know if I just said a bunch of shit that is totally incorrect. And I think you are feeling the same way.
I do not. I think I'm half right.
Half right.
If not more. Maybe 75%.
It's, yeah, fair enough.